It may be only 1 hour of lost time, but the spring forward of our clocks for daylight savings time can really pack a punch for some people. A U of M sleep specialist discusses the impact of time change and offers tips to help adults and children adjust to the lost hour on March 8th.
There's been a substantial amount of research on the effects of time change on different areas of functioning. For example, researchers have found that sleep patterns around the time change can stay disrupted for a few days to a few weeks following the time change. Another area of focus has looked at traffic accidents, and there's some research that suggests that on the Monday following the time change, there's an increase in accidents on the road relative to the Monday before the time change. Some new research has suggested that there's an increase in the incidence or rate of myocardial infarction or heart attacks on the first 3 days following the change to daylight saving time. And while we don't know why this is exactly the occurrence, one speculation is that it may be due to sleep deprivation that occurs as a result of the time change. Children naturally need more sleep than adults and may actually be more sensitive to the effects of sleep deprivation. When adults experience sleep deprivation, they experience sleepy behaviors the next day, like more sleepiness, feeling slowed down. Children, on the other hand, might experience more inattention and more hyperactivity on the day following a poor night of sleep. Children are very responsive to schedules and routines, and so adapting and adjusting to the new time change with new schedules and routines and putting them in place for the days around and following the time change can minimize the effects of sleep deprivation for children and for the families. There are a variety of things that people can do to minimize the effects of the lost hour of sleep. For example, one thing that people can do is obtain more sleep in the days preceding the time change and immediately following the time change so that they function better during the daytime. One can also consider taking a nap during the day preceding the time change, but it's important to note that the nap should be relatively brief and not too close to usual bedtime in order for it not to impact nighttime sleep. And finally, another thing people can do is they can gradually adjust their sleep schedules and wake schedules in anticipation of the time change.